How to survive a season of isolation, but most importantly, how to survive your season of isolation. Hello, my name is Stephanie. If you're new here on the internet, welcome to my channel. This is my second video. In this video, I will be helping you navigate through your season of isolation, and overall this channel is intended for the purposes of helping you elevate through your spiritual journey, help you navigate through self-love and interpersonal relationships. I'll post vlogs here and there. There always comes a time in everybody's lives where the universe, God, whoever you believe in, decides to isolate you from the rest of society. This is called a season of isolation. This season of isolation is not intended for punishment, though it may feel like you're doing something wrong in the very beginning stages of it. A season of isolation could take place for a number of reasons, such as to get us closer to God and to the divine. A time for us to acknowledge our actions and reflect on our choices. It is a time to provide us with clarity. It is also a time for us to heal, and it could also be a time for God to redirect us on our path that will be more fulfilling both physically and spiritually. Whichever reason it is for you, navigating yourself through this period of time could feel like you're being blindfolded and transported without the knowledge of where it is that you're going. I went through my season of isolation in my mid-20s, exactly at the age of 25. When it first started for me, I felt lost, I felt angry, I felt confused, and very disappointed. Like I was doing something wrong because nothing in my life was progressing. Instead, I was experiencing a lot of setbacks and failure. My season of isolation actually took 3 years, and right now as we're speaking, I'm in the midst of leaving that season of isolation and rejoining society. But I am slowly but surely seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I wanted to make this video to help out any individuals who may be in the beginning stages of their season of isolation. And even if you're right in the middle of it or reaching its very end, this video can be helpful for you. It could provide you with a sense of comfort and the acknowledgement that you are not alone in this world. So the first thing that happens when you entered your season of isolation, at the very early stages, you will be struck with setbacks and failure. Broken relationships are going to take place. You're going to have to reevaluate your friendships. You may experience estrangement from family members. There could be changes in your career, or there could even be relocation. I know experiencing all of these losses at once can make you feel like you're being struck by God and that karma has it out for you. Though chaos may be happening in your environment, I promise you that there is always a method to God's madness. What God is trying to get you to do is to take a step back so that He can clear obstacles out of your way. You see, a lot of the relationships that may be falling apart in this period of isolation may be counterintuitive to your growth and could be holding you back somehow. Estrangement could be happening with family members because you become aware of their patterns and their maladaptive coping mechanisms. Business ventures could be falling apart because that may not be your purpose, or you're simply in the wrong place to succeed. That's when relocation can come in. So if God puts it heavy in your heart that you want to move out of the place that you're currently in, it's for a reason. Listen to it, ask Him where it is that you want me to go and what it is that you are trying to get across in this period of isolation. So you're already aware of what's happening in the first stage and why it is that God is setting you apart in order for you to reevaluate your situation. The second thing that you can do in order for you to survive this period of isolation is for you to remain calm in the storm. Have faith that everything that is happening right now in this period is actually for your betterment and is not intended as some sort of punishment for some evil past doings that you might have did. That is when sitting with yourself becomes essential in order for you to get past the season. Your assignment during this time is to heal yourself. It could be to heal your body. It could also be for you to get delivered from any sexual immorality or unhealthy eating habit or constant overconsumption of substances. It could be a time to heal yourself mentally. Maybe you lack the faith that you can have everything that you desire. Maybe your mindset is toxic or impoverished. This period of isolation could also be used for you to heal your heart. Maybe you've been used and abused by others around you. Maybe you've been taken advantage of. Maybe you've been disappointed by lovers over and over again, or even friendships. So like I said before, your assignment during this time is for you to heal. A lot of us are afraid of doing the inner work because it requires us to face ourselves and our demons and be brutally honest with ourselves. Taking the season of isolation to heal yourself is actually a requirement in order for you to get through this period of isolation and actually survive it and come out stronger in the end. The third thing that you can do in order to survive this season of isolation is to become open and receptive to guidance. It could be that thus far you have been leading a life that has strayed away from God's purpose for you. Even if you don't believe in God, think of this as an opportunity to get reacquainted with yourself because you strayed away far from your inner child and what they want from you. Meditation and prayer is a great practice to instill. It helps you become more present and focus more so on your surroundings. I also have the belief that all humans are psychic to a certain extent. So we all have access and a connection to something that guides us, whether it be God, whether it be the universe, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self. So through prayer or through meditation, you can acquire epiphanies, visions, and these visions that you get, these epiphanies that you get, these ideas that you get, do not ignore them. They are a part of your subconscious letting you know what it is that you have to do. For those of you who believe in a higher being outside of yourself, this is the perfect time for you to get closer to them and build a rapport via prayer. I believe that everything is connected. Nothing is a coincidence. So even if you feel like you lack a connection to a higher being, the universe is definitely always speaking to you, either through movies, through television, through music, through books, etc. Take heed of these messages as they can help you figure out why it is that you're in this season of isolation to begin with, and what it is that you need to do in order for you to reintegrate yourself back into society. Number 4 thing that can help you survive this season of isolation is, now that you have become aware of why you may be in the season of isolation, it is now time for you to take the necessary actions in order for you to survive it. That means taking action towards your own healing. That means eliminating relationships or friendships that are not conducive to you. Relocating maybe to an environment that will help you be more successful, more fulfilled, more happy. An environment that can help you blossom to the person that you were always meant to be. Maybe choosing a career path that's more fulfilling to you. Maybe even furthering your education or becoming an entrepreneur and starting your own business. Without action, there will be no growth. And this can delay your season of isolation significantly, like it did to me. I delayed my season of isolation because I refused to do the inner work. I wanted to keep operating in a toxic manner and repeating patterns over and over again. So your season of isolation does not have to last as long as mine did. You can start now by taking action. Connect with God. Acknowledge what is no longer working in your life and eliminate it through and through. The major reason why it took me so long for me to transition out of this period of isolation was due to a heartache that I experienced a long time ago, about 3.5, 4 years ago. That heartbreak, I'm not gonna lie, it led me towards a really dark path where I self-sabotaged. I made myself and my circumstances progressively worse. And I also refused to let go of this person who was toxic and not conducive towards my life path and where God was trying to take me. Not being able to let go of this person made me angry, made me bitter. Once I finally decided that I couldn't stand feeling this way anymore, I was ready to let go, forgive them, forgive myself for the actions that I took to lead to the demise of our relationship. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but most importantly, to forgive that person for the pain that they caused me. So now that you know a little bit of background about why my season of isolation lasted so damn long, we can move on to number 5 on how to survive your season of isolation. And I promise you that this is the last step that will help you get through it, navigate, and come out stronger and better. You know, like Kanye West said, that's what a season of isolation is really for. It may sound simple, but it's acceptance. Going through a season of isolation is like experiencing the 5 stages of grief. You will definitely come out of this period as a renewed person. This evolution and transformation that has taken place will rise you out of the ashes like the phoenix. Going through a season of isolation is like death and rebirth in a way, which makes this process both chaotic and beautiful. Once you accept that the things that are happening in the season of isolation are out of your control, it will be easier for you to navigate through this period of confusion with a renewed faith and newfound confidence that everything is working itself out in the best way possible for you, so that you can continue along your path without obstacles to hinder your growth. This period of isolation can also make you more confident of yourself. You'll be able to stand firm on your decision because you will return to society with a newfound sense of courage, boundaries, and the gift of discernment. Thank you all to all those people who stuck around for the end of this video. I hope that this video provided you with a sense of comfort and that it gave you the confidence and courage to get through this season of isolation. If you're just now coming out of this season of isolation, such as myself, I hope that this video gave you a little bit of confirmation that you did not endure this season in vain and that it indeed is intended to serve its purpose to propel you forward on your spiritual healing journey. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss whenever I upload a new video. Please comment down below how long your period of isolation lasted and what did you learn. And if you feel like there's somebody that you know that needs to see this video, please don't hesitate to share it with your loved ones. I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye. Mwah.